This Neville Goddard technique will change your life. And the best part about it is you're doing this every day anyway. You may as well just leverage this time of day from now on to manifest your dreams and goals into your reality. This has already worked for thousands of people in my community, so I'm so excited to share it with you today. For those of you who haven't heard of Neville Goddard before, he is one of the OG names in the manifestation space. He is the king of the law of assumption, and he and his students had countless miraculous stories of ways in which reality almost seemed to bend and shift without logical explanation to agree with what he and his students wanted to manifest. It's nuts. And one of his most famous and most powerful techniques is about leveraging the moments as you are drifting off to sleep at night. Now, if we are not intentionally manifesting, then what are we focused on as we drift off to sleep? Most people are probably thinking about the day that they've just had, running old scenarios round and round in their head, worrying and stressing about things. And one day when I was listening to a Neville Goddard book called Feeling is the Secret, what he said blew my mind. I'm going to paraphrase it here, but he said something along the lines of, if as you drift off to sleep at night, you are not consciously choosing to feel like the version of you who already has what you want, then without realizing, you are falling asleep with your subconscious mind absorbing and processing the sum total of the events of the day that you've just had, and it will rehearse whatever those thoughts and experiences were from the day that you've had and create your next day waking reality based on that. So then you'll wake up the next day believing that you're a free agent, believing that you're completely in control of your life, of your day, not realizing that actually the day that you're living was predetermined by what you were focused on, what your subconscious mind was fed with just before you drifted off to sleep. And in today's day and age, it's even more concerning because there's a lot of people who are scrolling on their phones for hours before they drift off to sleep. So your subconscious mind ends up absorbing all of that bunch of crap. And then you wake up the next day and your life is being shaped and influenced by that. Yikes. So here's what he proposes that you do instead. As you lie in bed and you get yourself nice and relaxed and ready to drift off to sleep, you can imagine that what you want is your reality now. One of his ways of doing this is to create a short imaginal clip. Okay, so that means visualizing a very short scene in your imagination of a moment that represents that what you want has already manifested. Maybe it involves you checking your bank account and seeing the amount of money. Maybe it involves you opening the parcel from YouTube and seeing a YouTube plaque with your name engraved in it. Maybe it involves you wearing an engagement and a wedding ring and being wrapped up in the arms of the love of your life. Maybe you see your hands on the steering wheel of your dream car. Maybe you imagine your hand running along the countertop of your brand new kitchen in your brand new dream home. Something short, something simple, something sensual, and something that says to your brain, yes, this is where we are now. This is what is real for us. And he recommends that you just loop that very short visualization in your mind over and over again. In fact, I've created guided meditations that help you through this exact process. I'll link the entire playlist down below. And if you watch those videos and you go to the comments, you will see the mind-blowing results that people have got from listening to those exact meditations and doing this Neville Goddard technique. If you're listening to the podcast, I will still link the YouTube meditation playlist down below, and I'll also be publishing some of these guided meditations as episodes on the podcast. Now, some of my clients inside of my manifestation program, Align, have asked me in the past if there is an alternative way to do this process if they are not able to visualize a scene in their imagination. And the good news is there absolutely is. So this is what I recommend for those of you who perhaps have aphantasia or who just struggle to get clear visualizations in your mind. So instead of imagining a short scene, what you can do is you can use the bed that you feel beneath your body and use that as an anchor. You can physically feel the bed beneath your body, and instead of imagining that you are in the room that you're in the reality that you're in, you imagine that that bed that you can feel beneath you is actually a bed in your desired reality. So perhaps that bed is actually a different bed in your imagination, and so you imagine that you're actually falling asleep in a different room. Or you can even imagine that you're falling asleep in the room that you're in, but you can feel like something has changed in your reality. So for example, instead of falling asleep in your bedroom as someone who is not earning the money that they want to be earning, you can rest your head on the pillow as the version of you who just earned X amount and it's done and it's there sat in your account and you feel so at peace and fulfilled and satisfied and excited and successful, etc. So you can actually use what you can physically sense with your body to help you to imagine that you're in your desired reality. That doesn't really involve you picturing or conjuring a scene with your imagination, and so it's very effective if visualization isn't your strong point. Now, inside of my manifestation program Align, we pair this kind of Neville Goddard technique with other Neville Goddard techniques that involve shifting the stories that you tell yourself and practicing the power of focusing your mind on your desired outcome as opposed to letting your mind run wild with all kinds of other thoughts. I want to caveat this with the fact that you don't have to be perfect at any of this, okay? And if you find that you do this one night and then your mind goes wandering elsewhere, just keep practicing. Like I said at the beginning of this, you are falling asleep every night anyway. You may as well use that opportunity to practice and practice this manifestation technique, knowing that that time of day is such a powerful time of day when your subconscious mind is more open and susceptible to programming than pretty much any other time of day. The one other time of day that your subconscious is more open is as soon as you've woken up. So it's also really important that you don't wake up and just go straight to your phone and allow your phone to dictate how you're going to feel and what your subconscious is going to focus on. This is why in the mornings I love to do something like pick up my scripting letter, because, you know, I'm still tired. I haven't necessarily got the energy to focus my mind on this or that or the other. Whereas when I pick up my scripting letter, it's like a pre-written declaration of the things in my life that I want to manifest as if they are already mine now. And in my scripting letter, following my scripting technique, I write down how I now feel and how reality is and what the stories are, etc. So I love that tool. When I wake up, I can just, I'm bleary-eyed and I'm reading it and it's showing my brain, this is what we're focused on today. This is what reality looks like for us now. These are the things that are already normal and available to us. And that's what I'm helping my subconscious mind to focus on first thing in the day as well. So let me know if you've tried this Neville Goddard technique before. Let me know if you're going to give it a go. If you would like support in diving deeper in this subconscious work so that you become an expert manifester and create lasting results in your life, then I would love for you to join my manifestation program Align. I'll put the link down below to join the waiting list so that you can be the first to know when the doors reopen. Also, if you're looking for something bite-sized that you can dive into right now that's going to transform the results you've been getting, I've created a 21-day Release the Blocks challenge for you. Just bite-sized videos, one a day, that will lead you to rewiring your subconscious mind to start working for you instead of feeling like it's working against you, which is such a fundamental piece to quantum leaping and manifesting the results that you want into your reality once and for all. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring my bell so you never miss another video. And if you're listening with us on podcasts, thank you for being here. Feel free to leave a 5-star review, and I will see you on the next episode. Until next time, everybody, bye.